Welcome to another edition of Pendragon Poetry. So, I'm in a place called the Lido Di Ravenna, right? And basically, I went to visit the tomb of Dante today, and I had this idea of finishing my epic poem there, but I've had a new idea. Recording? Yeah, I've had a new idea. There's no point going to on two pilgrimages at the same place. Massive stalk of grass there, let's get rid of that. No point going to two pilgrimages to the same place. So I didn't want to actually finish my epic at the tomb of Dante. It's a bit like jumping on his fucking shoulders, whatever. So I've come to the Lido Di Dante, which is about 6 kilometres away. And I've got one stanza left to write in my epic poem. So I'm going to just do it in a beach bar down the road. But this beach is fucking gorgeous, like, it's right nice. So yeah. So I've had a really good, worked really hard on my poem the past 12 months. More, really. It took me about a year to do everything. But I've had a bit of a break since January, and it's now like March 29? Yeah. But you know what's really interesting? I began on April 1st, 1998. 98, you know what I mean? People are like, what the fuck's 1998? It did happen. And I went to 1998. I set off to Italy to write my first poem, The Death of Shelley. And I think I was actually in Ravenna about April 14th, and then April 18th, I invoked the muse for the first time. My Death of Shelley poem. Anyway, what's interesting, 4 days before I invoked the muse for the first time, I was at Dante's tomb, where I was today. Is this still recording? Where I was today. That does not look good. Have I fucked up? Can't fucked up. I haven't fucked up. I think I did the wrong one. That's got to have had some beers. We have to start again. So, I was at Dante's tomb, 1998, 4 days before I invoked the muses for the first time. And a year before I invoked Cleo and Calliope at the same time as well. So it's a year before that. I'm definitely a better poet than I'm a fucking tent puller upper anyway. So yeah. So I think the fact that I visited Dante's tomb 4 days before I invoked the muse had some kind of knock-on effect to my future work. You know, the universe said, who's this fucking guy? Coming on his first poetic adventure. Decides to rock into Dante's tomb on the way. Like the bones of Dante. They're sort of shining and shit. Like, alright Demo. You're the one. But what's ironic, like I'm saying, is that was 27 years ago, right? On Monday. Or Tuesday. What day is today? Today is Saturday, the 29th. I'm currently observing Burnley versus Swansea. No, Burnley versus Bristol. We were 1-0 up. And Leeds were 1-0 up, and then Swansea equalised, which is fucking massive. They're having a right wobble. But that's just for sort of timing of where we are at the moment. That's what's happening. Burnley almost get going. It probably will be, I can tell I thought about it today. Okay, we're getting there. We're actually getting there. So, yeah, I'm really fucking tough, man. But that's what I'm talking about, 27 years, right? 27 years. And the number 27 is quite thematic in my work. Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem one. Still there. It's the last night. I'm just the last night on the road. I'll fix that back again. Anyway, 27 years, right? Now, in my epic poem, there are 81 main cantos, principal cantos. So that's 3 27s. And there's like 9 stanzas in a canto. No, in a... Yeah, 9 stanzas in a canto, and there's like 81 of them. So the 27 is a principal number. And it's quite ironic that the demo, I didn't even realise about he's going to be an epic poet, was here 27 years ago, Lido Di Dante. And I'm back in the right same area to finish my epic. I'm chuffed, man, because I swear down, I'm the best poet for 700 years. People will say, oh, I would prefer to talk Robert. I say that to some Scots people, they're like, oh, what about Robert Burns? I'm like, Robert Burns, Tam O'Shanter, it's not that even that long, fucking beautiful. But you need to create something that is both of its time and timeless as well. That's the key. And not every epic even does that. The Lusiads by Camoen, they're very much of its time. The Iliada is of its time and timeless. The Divina Commedia is of its time and timeless. Paradise Lost is of its time and kind of timeless, but within the Christian sort of... So that's why my work is better, because it's a chronicle of World War II and all the history before that. So anyway, this will literally be the last video I make about the creation of Actress in Our Lives. It's when I get back to Aaron, now it's time to like print it up. There might be one more, but this is where we are at the moment, in this beautiful forest, where Dante apparently began his fucking journey to hell. Anyway, my tent's up. I'm going to the pub to actually write that last canto. Haha, respect.